What's up everybody, it's your girl Alex Thomas and welcome back to another Speedpaint video. Now that I've settled and established a rhythm for college, I can now more confidently say that from now on, new videos will be posted every other Friday. So like bi-weekly. It gives me enough room to not feel overloaded and rushed and with enough frequency to show that this is an active channel. So yes, that is now scheduled for this channel. Hope you all are looking forward to that. And so, moving on to the main thing going on. I know what you're thinking at this beginner stage. Don't worry, it's not gonna be like this. The new artwork that you're about to see is actually a redraw of a piece that I first drew, I think, 2 years ago? Yeah, about 2 years ago. This is what my art looked like 2 years ago. Big difference once you see the newer parts and the way I go about it, and I'm using different techniques and all that. It really makes a world of difference. I love seeing my art journey progress and how much I improved and changed over the years. It really shows how far I've come. I'm in the place where 13-year-old me dreamed of being when she first started learning art. When she was like going on Pinterest and Instagram and seeing all this artwork that everybody else was able to do, and she wanted to be like that. She wanted to do that. And it was a long and hard journey, but I've got there. But I'm not done yet. We still have a long journey ahead of us. Since then, I've started learning how to draw 3/4 view, and now it's the only thing I draw nowadays. What a shame I fell into the trap. I learned how to shade and highlight a face. I learned how to draw men and boys, how to render skin, and how to shade clothing. I've improved a lot, but I still have a lot to learn. I'm totally ready for it, and can't wait to be in the future looking back at this video and reminiscing about this point in my life and when my art style looked like this. Oh god, the beard. That was awful. Anyways, moving over from that. So about this piece. It's pretty straightforward actually. It's the official portrait of Lucette's first child, Prince Ezio, or his more accurate and full title, His Imperial Highness Crown Prince Ezio Augustinus Favera of the Valencian Empire. A fucking mouthful. I know. I'm never saying that again. I had to repeat this 3 times, by the way. I had to do this voiceover multiple times because, I don't know, iMovie decided to crap out. So, fingers crossed that this voiceover works. I'm not saying that entire thing again. Or y'all just might not get voiceover. Y'all might just get music and, deal with it. As you saw previously, I used a lot of reference pics of royal men uniforms for this attire, and I still had to make some things up as I went along. The life of an artist, I'm telling you. You can tell I was going through it with this background. The skyway, the ships, the wall, the railing, whatever. It was literally hell on earth. The summer I had to put myself through for a good picture. I really wanted to, kind of like cheat a little bit. Like I wanted to cover it up with like red curtains and just call it a day. But no, y'all deserved better. I deserved better. You don't get progress. You don't improve when you take the easy way out. Yeah, do it sometimes the hard way. Even the easy way sometimes turns out to be the hard way. So, yeah. Also, as you probably noticed in the previous clip and the clips going forward, I'm filming the live parts from a different angle than last time. I've been using this angle for live streams and people prefer it that way. Well, this way. They hate the old way, honestly. Same. I really like this way that I'm doing. And, okay, well, right now we're on my iPad screening because I was too lazy to get my phone and set it up to do this part. You know what? It is what it is. But in the next clip, we're going to go back to the live part. Yeah, like this. And I've been using this angle I tested this angle out on my Instagram live streams, which I do every Thursday. Yeah, every Thursday I live stream on Instagram. So if you want to like talk to me or whatever, or like suggest stuff for me to draw, follow me on Instagram at King Alex Thomas. Anyways, yeah, enough plugging. Yeah, I tested this out on my Instagram live streams, and people were saying that they liked it way better, and I gotta agree with them because, unlike the other time, like the other angle, my hand wasn't ending up covering half the screen, and you actually get to see what I'm doing in my process. You actually get to see more of the art this way. And it's better because, as you can see, the light is not reflecting so much off of this angle than the other angle. And that was always like a big problem because majority of the time I was recording in like the dining room, which meant that I had to use the kitchen lights or the dining room light overhead of me. And man, the reflection off of that was insane. So yeah, I prefer this angle, and I hope you all on YouTube like it. If not, then tell me over on Instagram or on Twitter. I'm on Twitter too. I go by a different name on Twitter. Not really, actually. Yeah, I have kind of a different username, AlexTho490. That's my username. King Alex Thomas was taken, unfortunately. Fucking assholes. Anyways, yeah. You see me going through the background some more. I had to change a lot. Because as you saw previously, the background was originally Darkstone. And then like it took a few months break from it. And then when I came back, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like really, what was younger me thinking? Darkstone? I previously described Lucette's palace as white marble. Why was there dark stone here? It looked so fucking ugly. So yeah, I had to change that. And then previous younger me tried to do marble, and she did absolutely awful. So I had to fix that too. The way she shaded and highlighted things was awful too, so I had to fix that. I had to fix a lot of things. I had to fix a lot of younger me's mistakes. You know, that's kind of normal. Mostly this year has been less me doing like brand new art from scratch and more of me going back to old art and redrawing it, fixing it up, to fix my current style, to implant my new techniques that I've learned, and, you know, finding out my mistakes and fix them all. And I really like it. I really enjoy it more than like drawing all the way from scratch, because it doesn't feel as much of a chore. Which I try not to make art feel like a chore to me, because I know that leads to me getting frustrated with it and wanting to quit, and I don't want to. I've heard that happening to other artists where art becomes like less of a hobby and more of a chore, and I don't want that to happen to me. I already have enough chores on my hands. Like, writing is already going from hobby to chore. Let me keep this one thing to myself at least. As you see, I'm shading more of the background, highlighting the gold on the railing. Railing. So that it shines when you can see like the sunshine is hitting it. So that it goes well with where the sunshine, the light source is hitting Ezio. And honestly, I'm really proud of it. I really like it. Because unlike before and previously where like a dark dungeon of some kind, this actually looks like something you would see in, you know, a palace. And I'm pretty proud of it. Also, you can see me here shading his neck, and so you can like separate the jawline from the neck. I always save that for last for some reason. I always forget to shade the neck. I don't know why, but I caught myself here and making sure that doesn't overlap, and making sure to highlight the jawline, which that is less painful than I expected it to be. I remember in the past where I tried to do that, it would always be such a chore. But you know, improvement. When you improve, things become easier. That's my motto, and it's helped me through a lot of times. Okay, you can see me working on the ear. I don't usually, previously I never used to focus very much on ears because, I don't know, I just never paid attention to them. And it wasn't until I started subscribing to new artists this year, I saw that the way they drew ears and how it actually helped with the whole drawing of the face, and how it actually helped with like hair, the hairline stuff, that I was like, oh, maybe I should try that out. So yeah, I put it onto my own art, and thank God, because it really helped. Now I'm looking back at my old art with no ears, it's like, ugh, how sad it is. And it comes in pretty handy for this art piece in particular, because as you can see, he has earrings. So for the earrings, that was a very last minute type of thing, where I was looking at his face, I was almost done. I was looking at his face, I was like, it doesn't look right. It looks empty, like something's missing. So I was like, okay, so let's put some jewelry on him. Since, you know, he's a prince and all that, let's dress him up a little bit. So I decided to give him earrings. And as you can see, at first, he had this kind of two-piece type of thing. I forgot what this is called. I don't know, I'm not good with that. He had this kind of two-piece thing that you see me work on it in this part here. And I really liked it, and I really did like it. But it didn't quite fit, if you know what I mean. It looked too modern. Ezio's world is based in the 18th century, and his earring didn't quite look 18th century. It looked like something you'd find in 2000s, so with much reluctance I had to delete that first part and keep the bottom part. And it really did help improve a lot. As you see, I'm adding sapphires to match with his uniform, and you know, for that extra bling. It can't be just a plain earring, he's a prince, come on. He gets to be flashy. And I'm honestly really glad that I added the earring, because once you see it with the whole face, it really improves a lot. Oh, there was my camera going bonkers. And yeah, he really improves, and it shows off his personality a lot. Because we mostly see men in popular media wearing earrings. It's always like when they're like cocky or a bad boy and stuff. And while he's not quite a bad boy, he is a cocky little shit. That is for certain. And this earring really highlights that, and I'm glad to see that bit of his personality coming out. Also, I had to mess with his face a little bit to make his face more, like, especially his eyebrows. I had to dramatize it a little bit, because past me was working like making realistic kind of expressions, and now like I've learned that ain't really gonna fly when you're doing art. Like, unless you're doing realistic art, if you're doing like a stylized portrait, you're gonna have to exaggerate a lot more than what would be seen as humanly acceptable. And it may look ridiculous at first, but like when you see the difference it makes on your art, it really does help. So yeah, here's me highlighting the nose, which I'm still learning how to do. Highlighting the nose is really hard for me for some reason. Like shadowing it, yeah, easy. Highlight, way harder. I'm still learning. Another reminder, I'm always learning. There's no problem with learning. You never stop learning. That's just facts. You're always learning something new, whether it be a root, or a new order, or a particular way of holding something. And yeah, that's how humans work. We're always learning. We never stop. I'm really proud of his teeth. I actually really like the teeth. I don't know why I gave him like sharp canines, but it looks way better. So, this year this was for Blacktober. I'm just gonna start that off. And I know people have controversial opinions on Blacktober. I really don't give a shit. I'm here for my entertainment only. And it's people having fun, so whatever. So this was the first picture for the first day of Blacktober. And this year's Blacktober has been absolutely amazing so far. Especially since people blocked all the harassers from last year. This year has been way more calmer, and everyone's been able to focus more on the art, enjoying each other rather than racist. This year has been mostly OC centered from what I've seen, which is good for me because I mostly did OC art. I haven't really worked on OC art this year because I've mostly been doing fan art. I know, I fell into the trap, I'm sorry. But, you know, I stockpiled them up for Blacktober, and it's working out really well for me. So yeah, this year's been mostly OC center for what I've seen. There's less popular media, hence why I've been posting more often. And it's so cool seeing more Black OCs and learning about them, see more Black artists taking pride in their original characters. And I never got to have that as a kid, so it's very nice to see this huge burst of Black OCs in fandoms and media, and I'm really proud of that. And I'm happy that this generation gets to have that early on, so they don't have to be the odd man out. I'm really happy for that. So with that, I'm gonna hop off and let the music handle the rest of the video and let the vibes do the talking. Thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you all next time. Peace out.